Hi everyone, it's Linny. Welcome to my craft room. I hope some of you can join me today, but if you're watching this on replay, I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to do a bit of a walkthrough of the new January to June mini catalogue as well as the Sale-a-bration catalogue. I'm going to go through the products that I've ordered and give you a closer look at some of them, because sometimes it's a bit hard to tell what some of the products are like in the catalogue. So we're going to have a closer look. I'm going to show you some samples of a card that I've made with new products, and also some embossing folders that I've used, so you can have a closer look at those. And yeah, it'll take a while, so I hope you've got a cuppa, and I'll also upload this to YouTube when I'm finished. So if you're catching me on YouTube and not live, give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see future videos. I'd really appreciate that. I'm going to be starting up my class videos later on in early February, so you'll be able to see those on either Facebook Live or YouTube as well. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, particularly if you're not on Facebook, so that you can get notifications for when classes are happening. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I also wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, and I hope 2022 is a year of peace and joy and good things for all of you. I know 2021 was a hard one again, and we've still got a long way to go with what's happening in the world still at the moment, but I hope there's some really good positive things happening in your life, and if there's not at the moment, I hope you can work really hard to look for those positive things that are always out there. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll get started. Oh, please. Just bear with me while I put it in the holder. If you're here and watching live, give me a thumbs up and make a comment so that I know that you're here and you can see me and hear me. I'm just going to check my technology to make sure I can see it playing on the computer that I've got sitting next to me. Okay, I can see myself, so hopefully you can all see me too. But please say hi if you're here. All right, so this is the lovely new mini catalogue. If you are one of my customers and you don't have one yet, I did have to send them out in 2 batches this time, so they were a bit slower getting out than normal, and with the Christmas and New Year public holidays thrown in there, yeah, you might still be receiving yours in the next few days. But if you're not sure whether you're going to get one or not, please, or you would like one anyway, please just drop me a message, whether it's through Facebook or if you've got my email, whichever way you want to contact me is fine. And if you live in Australia, I will post them out to you, both one of these and the new Sale-a-bration catalogue as well. So if you haven't heard of Sale-a-bration before, I'm going to do a quick overview of what that is before we start on the mini catalogue. So Sale-a-bration is a promotion that now happens twice a year. The first one, as you can see, is from the 4th of January to the 28th of February. And for every order that you place that reaches a minimum $90, you'll actually see inside the front cover, it's all explained for you here. So it goes in multiples of $90. If you spend a $90 order, you get to pick a free item from this catalogue. And then it goes up in multiples of 90. If your order then gets to 180, there are some other products that you can choose from for free, or you can get two $90 products. But I will go through the Sale-a-bration catalogue in detail after I've been through the other one, but that's just how it works. The order that you place can be for any current products, so it doesn't matter whether it's from this new catalogue or our other current annual catalogue. As long as the products are available in my online store, your order will qualify once it reaches that $90 threshold. So that's something that we always look forward to happening, both demonstrators and customers alike. So I'm going to go through the products that I received from the catalogue, and I'm going to start with one called Bouquet of Love. Okay, so we're on page 11. If you've got your catalogue, you can follow along with me. Now, the sentiments are gorgeous. It's based around weddings, anniversaries. It's a real love product suite. So you can see the different sentiments there. And where you see the shapes around some of the sentiments, that means that the dies that come in the bundle will cut out those specific sentiments. But of course, you know, you'll find that there might be other sentiments that fit in there as well, but they're just showing you which ones definitely fit in those shapes. But the big star, as far as I'm concerned, in this bundle are the dies. Now, I don't know if you've heard of a hybrid embossing folder. We had one in one of our previous catalogues, but what that means is you not only get the dies if you want to order the stamp set and the dies as a bundle, which is always a great idea because you get it at a cheaper price. The bundle price is always 10% discounted. So normally you would get a stamp set and a set of dies, but you also get an embossing folder. But what is different about a hybrid embossing folder, which this is absolutely adorable, the difference is that the dies, at least one of the dies in the set, there's the dies there, one of the dies in the set actually can be used in conjunction with the embossing folder, which means you can emboss and cut out an image with just one pass through your big shot, through your die cutting machine, whichever one you've got. So this is the, and I don't know if you can see, if I get that a bit closer, you can easily see the heart shape where it slides into there, and it sits in there quite nicely. And then you put your cardstock over the top. Now with this particular one, with all our embossing folders, you've got to make sure the spine goes through the machine first. So this one will actually go through, the hearts will go through sideways. And what you get when you've done that is this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, it's a 3D embossing folder, so a really detailed image there. It cuts out the heart. Now, I actually did this one the wrong way round, which doesn't really matter. You can see there's a lovely stitch detail around that heart, so you can use that on your card front. But you've also got this beautiful piece to use on another project. So I am really looking forward to making something with that. Now you can see in the catalogue what they've done in this sample here, when they've used white cardstock to emboss and cut out that heart, and then they've coloured in the flowers with Stampin' Blends. So that's another way that you can use that as well. So I really love that. And obviously you can use that embossing folder for, you know, any occasion at all. It doesn't have to be wedding or engagement or Valentine's or anything like that. So very excited about using that one. I'll just pop that to one side. All right. Now the next one, if you, sorry, before I go on, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to type them in as we're going through the video. I will try and keep an eye on comments, but if I miss it, I go through them all at the end anyway, so I'll catch up with you then. Alrighty, the next one I wanted to show you is okay, we're going to go to, where are we? This gorgeous suite here is called, on page 15, it's called Flowering Fields. It's the one that is featured on the cover with that beautiful windmill and the beautiful tulips in the background. So there it is there, some beautiful card samples there. Now, I actually don't have those products yet. They are on my list to buy. You will notice that when you're ordering from the catalogue, right now there are some products that have been delayed, unfortunately, like most businesses. There are delays for things coming into stock, and they plan these catalogues so far in advance. Unfortunately, even with allowing for that, there are still delays. Stampin' Up are working really hard. They've even air freighted some things to try and get them into our stores more quickly, but there are still some delays. At the moment, the estimated time frame for most of the products that are delayed is the week beginning the 17th of January. That is only an estimation. It was actually changed from, some of them said this week, and they have just changed most of them to the 17th. So unfortunately, that's one of the realities that we're all having to deal with throughout the world at the moment. But what I did want to show you that I was able to get from this suite are these really cute brushed brass butterflies. So beautiful little adhesive backed embellishments. You get the two different sizes of the butterflies, and I'll give you a close-up of those so you can see. They're very flat, so they're really they're not heavy. They're actually quite a light. They are metal, but they're quite a lightweight sort of metal, so they don't add too much bulk to your cards, and they're just really, really sweet. So I wanted to give you a closer up look at those. And I'm really looking forward to getting these gorgeous papers and the beautiful stamp sets. I'll just flip over the page so you can see a closer look at the stamp sets. Look at these gorgeous tulip flower stamps, and you can see here how you use them. This one here, this stamp here, goes across the top, and then you use this triangular stamp to fill in the other spaces, and so you can have such a myriad of colours of tulips. It's just adorable. And then you've got the beautiful windmill die cuts that come in this bundle here. So there's 2 different bundles in this suite. You can either order the entire suite, which includes, and they've got an ordering code. Each suite has one ordering code, so that if you want everything, you only have to put one number in, which gives you one of everything on that page. Okay, but if you don't want everything and you just want one or the other stamp set, then you can order, they both come in bundles. You can order each bundle separately. So this one is beautiful too, with all the lovely tulips and the die cuts for those, or that one. And you can see down there all the different die cuts. You get a gorgeous little, as well as the windmill in a couple of different sizes. You get a little push bike. You get this cute little fence, the tree, and some, this it looks like it might be some, it's these little bits. Yeah, they're like little a little mass of tulips. Yeah, really cute. Okay, so that's that one. The next one I wanted to show you is this suite here, and again, I haven't yet got the stamp set and the bundle of this, or the paper, but a couple of things I did get is this gorgeous, it's called Vellum Layering Designs, and it's 12 by 12, and the vellum has beautiful different designs on it. Would make really gorgeous accents on your cards, and each pattern actually comes in either a black print or a white print. So you've got a couple of sheets of each. So that is just lots of script, a very small word script going in all different directions. I'm not sure if you can see that. And then you've got these really nice map images as well. And as I say, you get, and so here's an example of the white one. So wouldn't that look gorgeous with coloured cardstock behind it? Hang on, let me get some coloured cardstock so you can see it more clearly. So this one is also a word print, and that's upside down, but you get the idea. And it's done in the newspaper column kind of layout. That's a typeset kind of font. So you've got those ones, and then you've got the white map, and then I think we're just going through the same. You've got the black typed newspaper column one there, and then the white of the first one that I showed you. All right, so really looking forward to using those. In the catalogue, now it's stuck, the packaging stuck to my catalogue page. Hang on. Don't rip it. Oh, there we go. You will notice in the catalogue that they have used some of the, if you look really closely, they've used some of the vellum. Hang on, where's my... Oh, there it is. They've used it in the background there as an accent, but they've also used it as leaf die cuts in some of the samples. So the leaves, that the die cuts that come in the stamp set and die bundle. But the other tip I wanted to give you about this suite is the designer series paper is designed so that you can use some of the stamps to stamp directly on top of the leaves and the images in some of the designer series paper. You'll see that this outline leaf here will stamp over these ones, and this solid leaf image here you can stamp inside the outline on this one as well. Okay, so that's a fun thing that Stampin' Up! Has started doing in a couple of their catalogues now, is to make their stamps and their designer series paper to just be used in lots of different ways. So that's lovely. The other thing I got from this suite is this really gorgeous ribbon. I'm not normally a ribbon person. I really love twine, but this is really interesting. As you can see, it's quite wide. It's 3/4 of an inch wide, and it's called white frayed ribbon. So you can see that the edges are frayed there, but it's got this gorgeous ribbing, and it's hard to describe, but it's got a really silky, a silkiness to it. It's really soft, which I wanted to try and describe that to you, because often with ribbed ribbons you don't have that softness, but it's really, really soft. And even though it's white, it's not a white. If you can see that against the white of the paper, it's more like, it's got a shimmer as well. So I kind of equate it to something like our shimmery white cardstock. There's a real beautiful pearlescent shimmer to it. So it's not glittery, it's just that lovely pearlescent sheen. So that's really attractive. If you're a ribbon lover, you will love that one. Okay, oh, hang on, there was something else that I ordered. Oh, how could I forget these? I think this was my favourite thing in the whole suite. They're called faux sea glass shapes. Really different kind of embellishment, adhesive backed, so that's awesome. But they're frosted, gorgeous, different shaped little pieces. So it really does look like little bits of broken glass. Really, really pretty. So I hope you can get the, they're quite, the colour's very, very soft and sort of semi see-through, like glass is. And I'll show you a card that I used them on, but not right now, because I'm going to wait till I get to the products that I used on that card. So that's a really fun one that I've already started using. Okay, next on the list. Oh, Dahlia Days. I fell in love with this mainly because of the die cuts. So, I mean, I love the stamp set with all those beautiful sentiments, and there's the stamp set there. But I really think the star, again, of this set are the die cuts. So I actually haven't opened this one yet, so just bear with me while I do this. Look at that one. Oh, I am so, and that's the one they've used in this card here, but also in this card here. So they very obviously die cut it as one piece, and then they've cut it up and used it on two sides of the card there. So I'm really looking forward to using that. And then the other die cuts that come with that, as you can see, we'll cut out this shape, this lovely label piece here. It cuts out this little floral image, this little leaf image, all of these flowers and leaves, oh, and even the little ones. So yep, you can cut out all of those images, and that's them there. So can't wait to use that one as well. Gosh, I'm going to be a busy girl. All right, so that's that one. I'm running out of room. On to the next. Okay, so this one is one that I ordered. It's called Flowing Flowers. So this is purely a stamp set. It doesn't have dies that go with it, but I really loved the watercolor, how they've made it look like a watercolor stamp. So this is a distinctive, what they call a distinctive stamp, and what that means is you get that graduation in the one image. So I don't know if you remember, and we still do have some stamp sets that are called two-step or three-step stamps, where you build an image with 2 or 3 separate stamps. Well, to me, this gives this exactly the same effect, but they've done it in just one single stamp. So you can see how beautifully soft the images look in that one, and I really love the sentiments in that too. I particularly was attracted to this one that says sending a card instead of a text, because that's what we do, isn't it? We love sending our cards. And just a note, I use that one a lot too. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, this is the one that I used the faux glass shapes on. So this set is called Seize the Day, and again it comes in a bundle with the stamps and the dies, and there's the stamps, a closer look at the stamp set there. And I love anything with an octopus. We had an octopus set probably a couple of years ago now, and I really didn't want to part with it. I was really disappointed when it retired, so I was really excited when this one came out. And here are the dies. The star of this set of dies, as far as I'm concerned, is this large piece. As you can see, they've used it in the catalogue here, so it cuts out a whole card front for you. So you've got the beautiful coral detail, and the like seaweed and bubbles, and just really, really pretty. But you can see all the other dies that you get there. This is quite a large set of dies, this one. Not only because it's got a really large piece in it, but there's actually lots of dies that cut out all of the images there. And the good thing about the fish stamps is you've got 2 fish stamps that face the different ways, and you've got the 2 dies. So yeah, it's really handy when they do that. So yeah, you can see the dies cut out the jellyfish, the crab, the octopus, the starfish, and you've got some extra dies, the seaweed bits there as well. So yeah, and of course the beautiful octopus. So I just want to show you the card that I made. So I really liked what they did in this sample card for the catalogue. So I just stepped that up a little bit, and I used the gorgeous octopus, and I made this for one of our gorgeous grandsons. We've got 3 grandsons and now a granddaughter. So this is for one of our grandsons, and what I did was I cut the card front out with white, and I sponged, I'm pretty sure I used balmy blue to very, very lightly with the blending brushes, just put a really light layer of colour on that, and then I used the sponge daubers, these ones, for the smaller pieces of coral and seaweed, and just put some colour on those, and use the sponges as well to get a few different colours on my octopus. Don't ask me what the designer series paper is in the background there. It was a retired one, and for the life of me I can't remember what it was, but I found it and I thought that just looked perfect for a water background. But there's lots of other papers you could use, or you could even just watercolour a piece of cardstock in the background yourself. There is actually a background stamp in this catalogue that is water background, so that would look really good with this set too. And if I just give you a bit of a close-up there, you can see where I've used the faux sea glass shapes there. And in case you're curious about what this is, I wanted that to look a little bit like seaweed dangling down from the greeting. By the way, the greeting is not from this set, it's from a set in the annual catalogue called A Grand Kid. But I used the white seam binding, crinkled seam binding ribbon, and I just coloured it with my Stampin' Blends, and then just, you know, folded it up a few times and stuck it under my greeting. So that's a good tip for you. If you want different coloured ribbons, buy a white ribbon and you can use your Stampin' Blends on it. Alright, so that is that one. Now the next one I wanted to show you is this stamp set, Amazing Silhouettes. I just love the fact that it's a bit different, that you're getting a result using the negative image instead of the positive image, which most stamps are. So I haven't used that yet, but I really love how again it gives that watercolor look, and I love how in this sample here they've actually used a few different colors on that, so you can sponge different colors on it. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to using that. I actually don't have those dies at the moment. I got this set for free as a demonstrator. That's one of the perks we have. Occasionally we get free stuff. So but if I was going to buy this, I would definitely buy it in the bundle, because I really love that the dies are these really beautiful big words. And you've got the two, in the dies you've also got the silhouette for each word as well. So I love that too. So I'm looking forward to getting those dies. On to the next. Oh, I can see Michelle. Hi darling, thank you for joining. Yes, we need to have a craft day, definitely. All right. Where are we? Ah, yes. Here's another set that I don't have everything of. The papers this is called New Horizons, the New Horizons suite, and I absolutely fell in love with these papers. How they've used the papers have got that gorgeous, again, that gorgeous watercolor look, and how they've used them to make beautiful scenes. And you've got in the stamp set and the die bundle, you've got these beautiful, the fence and all these gorgeous die cuts to use. But the papers, I just can't wait to get those papers. Unfortunately, that's one of the things that isn't available. I did me and my embellishments, I did get the pebbles enamel shapes. And again, something really different. Instead of very uniform shaped embellishments, they're going for these more natural shapes, and they really do look like pebbles. They're so cute. So they're in the two different colours there. Oops, sorry. A brownie and a grey colour in the very ununiform shapes. So just to give you an idea of, they are bigger than the sea glass ones. So that just helps you get an idea of what they're like. Alrighty, but I think you'll agree those papers are just, they are going to be worth the wait. I can't wait to get those. Alright, the next on the list, more papers I fell in love with. Absolutely. Now, I have to confess, I did not get the stamp set and the dies in this suite. I'm still umming and ahhing about it. I will just flip over and give you a closer look at the stamp set. I love the sentiments, so I probably will end up getting it, but I'm not really into sort of shape stamps. I know a lot of you are, so as I say, I'm still umming and ahhing about that. But I have seen these dies in the bundle, and the great thing about them is the shapes like the hexagons and the circles, they're nested. So you've got lots of different sizes of the shapes and the circles, and you've got, you know, this gorgeous shape here and this shape. So lots of options for cutting out sentiments in again an ununiform shape. So that seems to be a real trend at the moment. Although hexagons are back, we had hexagons were in quite a number of years ago, and they've come back in, so that's really cool. So I am still thinking about that. I had so many things on my wish list, I just had to make some tough decisions. But the thing that I absolutely had to get in this suite was the designer series paper, which is here. And I have to explain to you, it says here new size, because it's actually 4x6, which is a perfect, almost a perfect card front size for us here in Australia. See, that's a standard Australian card front size, and that fits almost perfectly on our standard card sizes. So I love that we don't have to chop up our 12x12 or 6x6, and the patterns and it's a specialty designer series paper, which means it's got gorgeous foil, gold foil accents there. So you've got those ones. Oh, and the colours are just to die for. Those ones, more foil. The foil is always on just on one side, and this is beautiful. I love that. Very nighttime sky looking, and gorgeous bright colours. Oh, and blacks. I love their use of black. I'm not normally a black person, but I love how they've included it in this designer series paper. I think that would be one of my favourites. I love that one. Gorgeous gold stripe. And just a nice plain spot. Oh, that's really pretty. It's like a confetti with gold flecks through the confetti there. Beautiful. Big gold spots on that one. And the pink on the, gorgeous pink on the background there. That is beautiful. Lots of gold on that one. Gorgeous little flower. Oops. Hang on. There we go. That's the back of that one. Sorry. There we go. That's the back of that one. Oh, I think that's got a tie for my favourite as well. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the designer series paper. And not only that, the cards and envelopes pack. I am a absolute sucker for any card and envelope packs that come out with pre-printed card bases and matching envelopes. I love that we can just grab these card bases and make a really, really quick card. You can use the designer series paper for accents if you want, or you can just put a greeting and some bling on that and be done. So let me just go through the different designs in that. So you've got the different colours in that lovely watercolour wash pattern. Again, the black. But how gorgeous would that black be with an accent, for example, of that one? Absolutely stunning. So that on its own, doesn't really do anything for me, but yeah, add some DSP to it, and stunning. And again, the navy doesn't really do anything for me, but boom, gorgeous. So there you go. But also great for man cards, so you don't have to dress it up. Another gorgeous colour there. And look, there's a plain black one. Again, a gorgeous man card. Or, wow, stunning, absolutely stunning. So then these more solid card fronts, you've got those different colours there as well. There we go, and that's it. And check out the envelopes. You can mix and match. Absolutely stunning. Now I know people are just going to throw envelopes away. I get that. I throw envelopes away too, but I love getting cards in the mail. That makes me happy. And if I open a card up and see a pretty envelope, that's to me is just double the happiness. Even though yes, I will throw it out, it's just that extra little bit of happiness, which tells me that someone went to a little bit more trouble. So had to have those and the paper. But check out all those other gorgeous, there's some really cute little adhesive back hexagons in, and they're they look like they're matte. I'm pretty sure they're not glossy. I did see someone else show them on a video, and they looked like they were a matte finish. So they're really gorgeous too. They look gorgeous. So that is that. And lovely pack of die cuts and gold stickers there too. So lots to choose from in that suite. On to the next. This beautiful suite here, I actually am not talking about the whole suite, as beautiful as it is, with its gorgeous choices of 2 stamp sets with die set with die cuts. I actually wanted this stamp set, which if I just flip over the page, but it hasn't been available. This is the stamp set and dies that I wanted. So looking forward to getting those. The Honey Bee Home Bundle. I really love these very cottage garden looking flowers, and of course the bees. And there's 3 different bee stamp sets and 3 different dies to cut them out. Yeah, and just really, I love the whimsical sort of font on that as well. But the thing that I was able to get from this suite is the Honeybee, the Hive 3D embossing folder. I thought that looked really cute, and when you get it, you will notice that it's not just a uniform hive shape. It really, not a uniform hexagon shape. It really does look like a beehive, because the three-dimensional effect that you get with this, I hope you can see that on camera. Part of each little hexagon shape is offset, so that it gives you that extra dimension, which makes it look very realistic. I just love that. How gorgeous would that look with some of those die cut bees all over it? So really looking forward to playing with that. All right, on to the next. Okay. There's some beautiful samples of that that hive embossing folder there. Now there is another, before I move on, there is another embossing folder set that I wanted to share with you. It's called Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folders. Now this comes as a set of 2. They're actually designed to go in your mini machine, or you can use them in the big one if you want, but the mini, they will fit in the mini Stamp and Emboss Stamp Cut and Emboss machine. And I will show you the samples I got with that one. So that's the stripes one. So it's not, I know we've had striped embossing folders before, but it's not a uniform stripe. To me it looks more like maybe a weatherboard that's very weathered. It's really attractive. I love that. And this is the splatters one. I thought that was really cute too. And I love the 3D folders, how you get that extra dimension. And did you know, with your 3D folders, if you lightly spray your cardstock with water before you run it through, you'll actually get a little bit more dimension. It'll actually, the impression will just go a tiny bit deeper if the cardstock's damp. Don't flood it with water, but just get one of your little mist bottles and give it a light spray, and it works really, really well. I didn't do that with those ones, and it still came out with a beautiful effect. Okay, and the other thing I got was this set of Butterflies and Flowers layering decorative masks. Now, if you've never used masks before, they are great for either sponging on colour with your blending brushes or your sponge daubers, whichever you prefer. But they're also really good for using the embossing paste with. If you've never used embossing paste, it is amazing. It's gives a real thick texture pattern to your projects. So I just wanted to go through these masks. Some of them are a little bit different in that they called them layering masks because I need some white underneath that to, hang on a second, I'll just get some white cardstock. Okay, so they've designed them so that you can layer different colours using the different images. So you'd lay one colour down first, which would be, say, a lighter colour. If you look at the sample in the catalogue here, they would have done this one as the lighter colour first, and then they would turn that around and lay that over the top, and add a darker layer there. So you can do that with the flowers as well. And then they've got some leaf images. They've got more flowers on this one with leaf images, which are all designed to coordinate. You can add the leaves around these flowers. So there's lots of different things you can do with those. We've got a beautiful butterfly one. Again, you've got the solid colour there with a detailed colour you can put over the top and another flower. And then you've got these gorgeous background ones. That one, and this one. Now, I want to give you a heads up, particularly with this one, but with all of the masks, you really need some repositional tape, either painter's tape or big pieces of post-it notes to tape these down before you start colouring, because particularly with this one, you'll have to be really careful. Can you see how that is quite flexible, that design? So it will move if you're not really careful with that one. I would recommend with some of the designs, yes, blending brushes will work really well. With other designs like this, I would recommend either your sponge daubers, or if you've got a larger piece of sponge, I would actually sponge it on like that. Okay, I would not use my blending brushes on these. You can't, it doesn't mean you can't, it will just be more awkward doing it that way. But definitely all of these other ones, again, tape them down before you use them. You also need to make sure that, particularly with the layering designs, if you're going to be using different colours and you're going to be moving them around, wipe the colour off with either a damp cloth or a baby wipe after each colour layer, because if you're going to be using different colours, you're going to end up getting a mixture of colour on your brush or your sponge, and you could end up, and you'll get it all over your fingers, and you'll end up in a mess. So that's just a tip for using those masks. A lot of fun, but you just need to be a little bit careful, and practice makes perfect. Have a go. So I'll certainly share in another video projects made with those. Okay, now there was some other bling I wanted to show you as well. I can't remember which page this bling is on, but you'll find it. There is an index in the back of the catalogue which lists everything. These are called Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. There they are there, page 9. There they are. Okay, so they're part of this really cute Sweet Talk suite of products, and that is them there. So I'll give you a close-up look at those. As the name suggests, sorry, the plastic's reflecting a little bit. So as the name suggests, very iridescent. So I'm actually wearing a top today that's got a lot of blue and green in it. So if I angle those, you might think that they've got a lot of blue and green in them, but they don't. They're just reflecting my top. If I angle them back that way, you can see all the pinks and the sort of orangey colours. So absolutely stunning they are, in the 3 different sizes in those. So that is awesome. Okay, I think that is all the products out of this catalogue. Now I would just want to quickly go through some of the ones in the Sale-a-bration catalogue. Okay, so I'll show you the one thing that I did get. I've only got one thing from the Sale-a-bration catalogue yet, because you will notice as you go through, it will tell you which products are a $90 free item and which ones are a $180 free item. So this is the $180 free one I got, which consists of this beautiful designer series paper and this really cute line art stamp set. And once again, they have made the designer series paper so that you can use some of these line art stamps on the paper. So for example, this green paper here, you can use that beautiful flower stamp as well as the leaf stamp. Yeah, and it's just gorgeous. So I won't open that one up because you can, that gives a good look at that paper there. So that is really cute. But you will find that some of the Sale-a-bration things aren't available at the moment, but hopefully coming soon. All Sale-a-bration things are until sold out. So the catalogue, the Sale-a-bration catalogue finishes the 28th of February, but if something sells out before that, it's gone. Okay, so some gorgeous, this beautiful 12 by 12 daffodil paper actually coordinates with a product in the catalogue, and it tells you in the Sale-a-bration brochure which product it coordinates with. So it says it's on page 37 and it coordinates with that one. So I love how they're doing that a lot more too, matching their Sale-a-bration, some of their Sale-a-bration things up with existing products. So that's gorgeous, really, really cute. $90 one, $90 one. Beautiful rainbow designer series paper, which also coordinates with the Rainbow of Happiness bundle, which is another bundle that is on my wish list. This one here, gorgeous set of rainbow stamps and matching dies. So that coordinates with that, and that's also a $90 freebie. Beautiful marble paper. That I know that marble paper is actually available at the moment, so that's really cute. And how gorgeous is this stamp set? Awesome otters. How cute is that? How adorable. That's a $90 one. There's the $180 one that I got. This one's also $180, but this stamp set, an enormous number of sentiments in that stamp set. So that's a $180 freebie, but you can see why. There's actually 21 stamps in that set. So that is beautiful, lovely greetings. Okay, so now I want to talk about the different ways that you can use Sale-a-bration. So we've already talked about the shopping option. You spend $90 or $180 and you get to pick the free things out of this one. This host option, it explains, it says when you host a party. Now, my version of hosting a party is that you just need to either combine some orders from friends and your own order to reach the amount that it's got in the catalogue here, which is $500. Or if you've got a huge order for yourself, then obviously you can just spend that amount of money yourself. But you can do it either way. You can share a catalogue with your friends and gather their orders, and then you give those orders to me as long as they reach that $500 mark. The host special for Sale-a-bration, that is what's called being a host. You get this beautiful stamp set for free. It's called Calming Camellia, and it's absolutely adorable. I'll give you a closer look at that one. Gorgeous images. You can see the beautiful greetings. You're in my thoughts. Happy birthday. You make me smile. I love being your friend. Just beautiful. It's a really lovely looking stamp set. So that is the host option. But don't forget, when you spend, when you go over a certain amount of money, you will still earn Stamp and Reward, what's called Stamp and Rewards, which is a percentage of your total order to spend on whatever products you want from catalogues, not the free products, but in any of the other catalogues. So at the back of your this catalogue, or at the back, near the back of your annual catalogue, you'll see this Share the Fun, Earn Rewards. This, where it says party sales and Stamp and Rewards, these are the host amounts. So 250, you get 10% of that to spend on the products you want. When you reach the $500 to get this set for free, you also get 12% of your order to spend on products. So hosting is a really great way of getting extra products. However, I have always told my customers the biggest bang for your buck during Sale-a-bration is the join special. Sale-a-bration promotions always come with an extra special joining deal. So what that means is you purchase what's called a starter kit, and you are automatically classed as a demonstrator. So not only do you get a great deal on your starter kit, which I'll tell you about in a second, but by being classed as a demonstrator, it means all your future orders while you remain a demonstrator, you get a minimum 20% off. So every craft order that you place with Stampin' Up as a demonstrator, you will get 20% off. You never have to pay retail price ever again if you don't want to, okay? You don't have to sell to other people like I do. If you want to make a business out of it, you're very welcome to, like I am, and I can help you do that. But if you just want to get if you just want to join so that you can get cheap products for yourself, this is the way to do it. Now, the reason it's a better deal during Sale-a-bration is your starter kit cost is $169. But for that $169, you always get $235 worth of products of your choice out of any catalogue, current catalogue, anything that's available. When you join, you get to choose $235 retail value. So immediately you're getting that discount straight away. You're only paying $169 for that. But during Sale-a-bration, so this will only be until the 28th of February, you get to choose an extra 2 stamp sets for free. Not free Sale-a-bration stamp sets. Any current product, either this catalogue or the annual catalogue, which is at the moment is this one. So any current product, you can choose 2 extra free stamp sets. Okay, so you're choosing your starter kit out of these catalogues and your 2 extra stamp sets out of these catalogues. So it's always an extra special deal when Sale-a-bration is happening. So that is my tip. My hot tip for Sale-a-bration is always go for the join, because you get more bang for your buck than any of the other options, the shopping option or the host option. So if you want to know more about that, just send me a message, an email, whatever. I'm happy to give you all the information you need about that. And that is it. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you. I had the last joining deal that they did, I had 4 ladies all join at the same time because it was such a great deal. That is just the way that Stampin' Up! Loves to do these promotions. They give us great deals on different things all year round, and this time of year it's always a great joining deal. Alrighty, so I think that's it. As I say, if you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I'll go through them. I know it was a bit long, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're watching it on replay, you can always fast forward to the bits that you're interested in, and I will catch you all another time. If you would like to sign up for my monthly newsletter, I should mention that just let me know and I'll send you a link where you can sign up for that, because I have VIP customer rewards every month for people who place qualifying orders. So that is not from Stampin' Up!, that is only from me. So that's a special thing that I like to do just for my customers. Alrighty, well, I will catch you all another time. Have a great rest of the day, and thanks for joining me. Bye.